milliards de dollars pour l'allocation canadienne aux enfants, qui a fait une énorme différence dans la vie de familles à travers la province et le pays. Madame, une des choses importantes, madame, en politique, c'est l'écoute. Mes amis, c'est l'écoute qui compte. On est en dialogue. Je suis...
vous me répondez pas,
répondez-moi. Monsieur, c'est pas très gentil, c'est pas très poli. On est ici pour échanger, pour dialoguer. J'ai bien hâte de vous écouter, si, à condition que vous m'écoutiez, madame. Vous avez quelque chose à dire, madame?
Je veux savoir quand vous allez nous remettre le 146 millions qu'on a payé pour vos immigrants illégaux.
OK. Madame.
C'est nous autres qui avons payé pour ça.
Cette intolérance par rapport aux immigrants, ça n'a pas sa place au Canada. Cette intolérance par rapport à la diversité, madame, votre intolérance n'a pas sa place ici. Nous sommes des libéraux ici. Nous savons que la diversité ne sorte pas. Jamais une société madame, des autres. Votre intolérance n'a pas sa place.
Mais vous, là, M. Trudeau,
merci beaucoup, mes amis.
A few moments later.
Regardez.
Lâche-moi, tu me fais mal, mes os, ils cassent, je fais de l'ostéoporose. Lâche-moi, là. Regarde, je vais être...
Elle menace pas personne. Elle menace pas personne. Elle a juste voulu parler.
Moi, de dire mon opinion à M. Trudeau. Fait que lâche-moi. As-tu compris? Tu me lâches.
J'avais aucune autorité pour tenir cette madame-là. J'avais aucune autorité.
Hey, tu m'as fait un bleu, gars. Ben, j'ai juste dit à M. Trudeau que j'ai posé des questions.
Elle doit avoir une opinion.
J'ai pas d'opinion, moi. Je suis pas obligé d'être à l'aise pour lui demander des questions. Non, ça ne pas, non. Moi, je connais pas.
C'est quoi votre nom?
Ça, là, pas. Pourquoi ça? Hey, moi,
C'est quoi votre match, monsieur? On veut l'avoir.
62945.
62945.
Ok, je suis policier, je suis gendarme de la GRC, madame.
non, mais moi, j'ai fini quand tu m'as fait.
My sources tell me that Trudeau is safe. That woman with osteoporosis has been neutralized. She is no longer a danger. She can't threaten him with uncomfortable questions anymore. So why am I bringing this to your attention, you may ask? Well, recently, Monsieur Trudeau has released a very important statement that is going to probably affect us all. Because it concerns the internet, the online space. Now, it's going to affect people in Canada the most, but I'm pretty sure that usually when a major country makes such a decision, internet companies kind of affect the whole world. So let's see what he has to say.
The platforms are failing their users, and they're failing our citizens.
Man, I love the voice which he is speaking. Like, you can almost hear the level of concern that he is displaying. He is very worried about the citizens, especially the women with osteoporosis. And he wants to protect you. He wants to make sure that you're safe. So he's probably going to lock you up in a prison because that is the safest place on earth. Like, in solitary confinement in prison, there is nothing bad that can happen to you. Of course, I'm a little bit hyperbolic here, right? Like, I'm a little bit over the top because he will never lock you up in a prison. You still need to go to work. You still need to go to your job if you're Canadian so you can make a wage and pay your taxes so that then you can feed Trudeau. That's it. Like, with your taxes, you take your spoon and you feed him. You know, you give him food on the table because he is working on behalf of your money. But heaven forbid you ask him where that money goes. Heaven forbid you ask that question. You saw how quickly the goons are like, yeah, I'm police officer, blah, blah, blah. Can I see your papas, mom? Your papieren. Kann ich deine Papiere sehen?
They have to step up in a major way to counter disinformation. And if they don't, we will hold them to account and there will be meaningful financial consequences.
He's going to come up with the final financial solution for these people, huh? Way to go, Trudeau. By the way, I'm genuinely curious, have the people of Canada ever been consulted on this? Like, did you guys have a referendum, or were you polled or survey, or was this like one of his platforms that he voted on? Like, I'm genuinely curious. Probably not. I don't think that's the case, and you know what? I don't think anyone has the courage to ask him. I don't think anyone has the courage to pop him a question. If I was Canadian, I would definitely not have the courage to ask Trudeau any question. Especially if I would have osteoporosis. The only thing that I would do would be to smile and clap. Like, I would literally be like... And I would not be the first one to stop clapping, ever. I would definitely make sure that some unlucky motherfucker stops clapping before me. Because otherwise, I might be afraid I would get in trouble. So... I went onto the website of the government of Canada, and this gentleman meets my eye. And I'm like, holy shit, is Canada under foreign occupation? What's going on here? But no, then I say, no. See, he's the Minister of Innovations, Science and Economic Development. And it's like, you know what, that's fine. Because I'm sure India probably has a minister that's Canadian as well. So it's a little bit of, it's not a one-way street. It's not just Canada has to be more diverse. No, the whole world is diverse, and India has a lot of Canadians in their ministry. But that's fine, so let's look a little bit at this advertisement.
Technology has transformed our lives, from how we access information to the ways we work, shop, and connect with each other. However, it all...
All right. This is so diverse, it's going to cause white flight anytime soon, right? I kid. Never joke with things like that. You know why offensive jokes are bad? Do you know it can get people hurt? The person saying the joke is the one that gets hurt. So anyway, looking here, right? I'm taking advantage of the jokes for as long as I can, because I understand, like, if these things will be applied on a world scale, I will not be able to joke anymore. There will be no more joke. Everything is serious. Everything has intent. Universal access. Alright, so all Canadians will have equal opportunity to participate in the digital world and the necessary tools to do so, including access, connectivity, literacy, and skills. So, if you have a guy living in a trailer, like, what is the government going to do? Hand him an iPhone so that he can connect to the internet? I genuinely do not understand. I appreciate the fact that in a modern society, you do need internet in order to find a job, in order to operate a business. It's starting to become as useful as electricity. A lot of people can't live without having electricity, and now a lot of people can't live without having the internet. Because if you want to get employed, your employer is probably going to check your social media presence, isn't he? You can fake a resume, but good luck faking 6 years of Facebook presence. So, with that said, I do understand it's important, but again, like, how is the government going to plan to give everybody, a way to access the internet? Safety and security. Canadians will be able to rely on the integrity, authenticity, and security of the services they use and feel safe online. Alright, so 2 issues with this. Number one, I thought anyone understands that when you go on Facebook, they do collect data. I mean, it's even in their terms of agreement. I guess this will hurt Facebook if they're unable to connect to gather the information, because they'll make less money. But whatever, I don't care about Facebook. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. They can get fucked. But you also have, like, everyone should feel safe online. Alright, I'm pretty sure there's a Canadian out there that is suffering from paranoia and delusions, like he might think the church police is out to get him. How are you going to make that person feel safe online? Like, that is a Herculean task. That guy might think that the moment he opens Google, Zuckerberg is out to get him. And I know Zuckerberg is not from the Alphabet Network, but that guy doesn't know. And how are you going to make him feel safe online? Like, you can't legislate based on people's feelings. Now, you can say services are supposed to reasonably make people safe online. That is a different thing, but no, feel safe. All right. Control and consent. Canadians will have control over what data they are sharing, who is using their personal data and for what purposes, and know that their privacy is protected. You know, I don't really mind this. I think this is a legit one, but it's very annoying. The EU has some shit similar, and every time you go into a website, you're bombarded with this banner that says, by EU regulation, we are here to inform you that this website gathers cookies and blah, blah, blah. Do you consent? And you know, it starts to get really annoying when you click the 500,000 times, yes, I consent. It's literally like a license agreement when you go to a website. Do you agree? Do you agree? Do you agree? Do you agree? Transparency, portability, and interoperability. Canadians will have a clear and manageable access to their personal data and should be free to share or transfer it without undue burden. Are you saying that up till now they didn't? This is like something that you just put there for the sake of it, huh? Was there someone that didn't have clear and manageable access to their personal... What the fuck does this even mean? I don't know. Anyway, open and modern digital government. Canadians will be able to access modern digital services from the Government of Canada, which are secure and simple to use. Okay, so the Government of Canada is finally deciding to make a website. Congratulations. A level playing field. The Government of Canada will ensure fair competition in the online marketplace to facilitate the growth of Canadian businesses and affirm Canada's leadership on digital and data innovation while protecting Canadian consumers from market abuses. All right, so more government intervention in the free market. Brilliant. It sounds good. Don't get me wrong. Like, it sounds kind-hearted, but unless I see the ways they try to achieve this, like, what does it mean, like, have a fair competition in the online marketplace? Like, if I pay Facebook so that it promotes my website, and someone doesn't have the money to do that, well, are you going to say it's unfair? Like, data and digital for good. Oh my God, I really love it when they talk about the greater good. The Government of Canada will ensure the ethical use of data to create value, promote openness, and improve the lives of people at home and around the world. Wow, Canadians. I want to thank you for electing Justin Trudeau because he thinks about me, right? He wants to improve the life of Romanians, not just Canadians. Using your taxpayer money, he's going to apparently improve my life. How can I not like that? How can I not support such a great gentleman, the bane of women with osteoporosis everywhere? Strong democracy. Ooh, the Government of Canada will defend freedom of expression and protect against online threats and disinformation. Hold on a little. My brain just had an aneurysm. Okay. So you want to defend people expressing themselves, but at the same time, you don't want people to express themselves. So for example, online threats. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, threats aren't something nice. I had this gentleman during League of Legends, Skullfuck47, told me that he wants to fuck my mother. And honestly, that's not very cool. You know, I feel threatened. I don't want my mother to get fucked by Skullfuck47, but this is Trudeau we're talking about. Like, he feels threatened by a woman with osteoporosis. Well, not him, but, you know, the goons over there. They felt that that woman with osteoporosis was threatening him by asking a simple question. Where is our taxpayer money? So, I suppose we're going to take it from that small gathering and boop, over the internet. If I was in Canada, I would be like this. And I would never stop clapping. And disinformation designed to undermine the integrity of elections and democratic institutions. And of course, the government in charge is going to decide what is disinformation, isn't it? Holy fucking shit. Free from hate and violence extremism. Why is always hate the human emotion that's being criminalized? Like, why do we never have jealousy? Greed, you know, free from greed, jealousy, hate, and violent extremism, huh? Also, I noticed that hate and violent extremism are two different things. So you can be a hateful person without being a violent extremist. But both of them are not going to happen because the government of Canada defends freedom of expression. Brilliant. Again, Canadians can expect that digital platforms will not foster or disseminate hate or violent extremism or criminal content. You know, like, I agree with criminal content in a way because at least it requires a judge and a jury to find the person guilty. And, you know, the person gets to defend themselves, the person gets to call a lawyer. But what I find really interesting, right, is that number one, they try to provide universal access. So everyone should have the equal opportunity to participate. And then it's like, well, it's not going to be with hate, violent extremism, fake news, online threats. Okay, so what happens to these people? How can you maintain number one, but at the same time maintain number 8 and 9? Like, can you not make 10 points without actually contradicting yourself? Who made this garbage? Who made this shaisa? Let's see. Who made this shaisa?
Technology has transformed our...
This gentleman. Can you hold him accountable? No, you can't, because he's not elected. He has been appointed. Appointed by Trudeau's government. Strong enforcement and real accountability. There will be real, meaningful penalties for violation of the laws and regulations that support these principles. Wow, okay, so, for example, promoting fake news is not illegal. As far as I know, no nation in the world is criminalizing the spreading of fake news. But here, it said that no, you can't do it. So now, if you do it online, according to point number 10, there will be clear, meaningful penalties for violations of the laws. Oh my fucking lord. I am so glad I'm not Canadian. I think that the United States is going to have to build a second wall. Like, you guys keep talking about Mexico and stuff like that. I think the real danger comes from Canada. Imagine if those people are actually going to become American citizens and then they have the right to vote. Woo-wee. Anyway, hope you like this video, and I'll leave you with one of my best quotes from my dear old friend who really cares about me, Justin Trudeau.
In Canada, we see diversity as a source of strength, not weakness. Our country is strong not in spite of our differences, but because of that.
Répondez-moi, vous non plus, vous n'avez pas votre place au Québec. Avez-vous compris? Vous n'avez pas votre place au Québec.